Oh, he just... Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and this week we're going against the event Duel again. And one very small change, we swapped out one of the Impermanent the Phantasmae for Pot of Desires. As I tried to explain before, we limit the amount of spells we have in the hand so that we can activate the Ursarctics on the opponent's turn as well. But after some experimentations, 11 cards should be fine. You can't have a perfect hand like Ignites every time, so this is probably the better way to do it. Pot of Desires is essentially a pot of greed, and if you don't use it more than once, you should have enough cards left in the deck to fight the opponent. It will be a little bit tight with Ursarctics because everything requires you to use stuff in the main deck, but if you can't have enough cards to activate stuff from the hand, it doesn't matter anyways. We had a few duels after I made this list, and oh gosh, the amount of Maxx Cs around is horrendous. Within the first 2 games I played in recording this video, I had been Maxx C'd thrice. I really hope Konami does something about it. And in the duel that I just finished, the guy just searched the Maxx C and then Union Carriered into Block Dragon to search another 3. So I really hope Konami does something about this. Good thing Union Carrier is going off pretty soon after this video. So that is some good news. And with all of that cleared up, just go into the duels. Maxx C. Maxx C. We'll put him in defense and then let it be then. Another Maxx C. Why do you have to be so annoying? It is a Maxx C. Union Carrier, and here we just demonstrated why it is always unfair. 100. Oh, he just... I cannot explain how pissed I am right now. Things are really way easier when they don't have a Maxx C. But is it that a good enough reason for us to play Callbite just to go over that? It is, after all, a spell. Or do we want to use Pot of Desires instead? We don't want too many spells in our hand because it clogs our hand. That is probably the best card made in the game. Add 2 cards to your hand. Relinquished. Alright, can't really do anything here yet. This could have been a negate. They probably... Why didn't they banish Relinquished then? That is an interesting one. If they banished Relinquish, they would have something that they could recur in the grave. We will just pop the back row like we always do. I always keep Alpha in the hand because he's too great sometimes. That's the ritual. That's a bluff. We go into Polari first. Could be an Imperm, could be a called by. That's what they usually set. I don't know why people like to set ritual spells nowadays though. It is, after all, a very unnecessary risk to take. You can't Imperm from the hand, so it must be that set card. Quick play. Fusion summoning. Banishing materials from the hand, field, and or graveyard. Has to be from the hand. Probably takes control immediately, but Alpha can get rid of that. Lava Golem and relinquished. Millenniumize restrict. Effect activates a monster effect. You can target one effect monster on your opponent. Your opponent controls or in the graveyard. Equip that target. This card gains attack equal to the equipped monsters. Can't really summon anything without it, without activating anything. We will have to try and go through it, I suppose. We just reduce the amount of loss we have to take while we do that. The good thing is, the way he used the fusion just now, he didn't gain any card advantage. I think, yeah, alpha bounce and then not leave anything on the field is a good idea. If we don't have anything to suck, they can't do anything about us. Yes, we'll leave it everything for alpha next turn. We also have enough stuff in the graveyard to banish if we have to search. And he doesn't have anything. Blind Allure. He's really putting himself in the chances now. Another Millennium-Eyes Illusionist gone. Why did you not use pre-prep first? That guarantees yourself a banish. Sometimes these people are incomprehensible. Relinquish only targets on the field, so unlike the fusion, he cannot do anything. Can banish another Mikpola. If you want to make sure you don't banish something wrong, the easier way to remember it is to banish the same card you're using to activate the effect. We will have to use Alpha here, but since he doesn't have any monsters, this would be sufficient. Another ritual gone. And then he uses it. Alright. Tributes Nib. That could have been very lethal to us. But we will lose both monsters here. We got lucky enough to get both rituals. But one relinquished should be... we should be able to deal with it. Especially when there are bigger bears up there. Also, 2 pre-prep is kind of nuts. Radiation could have been a lethal draw to us, but good thing the Parcher can ditch it. You can search Megabitus, which can banish the thing, and then Mictanus so we can recycle. What do we even want to recycle? To be honest, whatever we recycle, we will probably ditch anyways. Let's grab the Megapola. And then use Megabitus. And then this will banish the fusion spell, which has an effect in the grave. Good thing I read these cards. And then Polari will be the 7th summon. That will trigger the Big Dipper, and then we can replace a new Big Dipper. Don't chain it in the wrong order. Otherwise there will be no counters to remove and you cannot steal. Who's the relinquished now? Shouldn't have put it in that zone. Made the same mistake a while ago. Summon Megabitus. And then Septentrion. This will net us more cards, although with one card I doubt Relinquish can do anything. They don't have any monsters in the grave apart from one nib, unless they can recycle everything. Pot of Extravagance would do, and I do feel like they would draw it. That's what happened a few times before. When they have the last one card, they draw it into 2. But it's a Kaiju instead. How about we kill them with their own hands like last time? And they won't let us do so. Probably that's a bit too cruel, to be honest. Maybe that's why I get Maxx Cs all day. Remember, be a good duelist. Be kind, and they will be kind to you as well.